Welcome, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another video from the D&A Football people. Actually, a live stream video where we're going to break down stats, analysis, and the players' ratings for the game that played yesterday against Trinidad and Tobago versus Jamaica. And also, we're going to look at the coach's reaction press conference, both teams. The Jamaica coach and the Trinidad coach are going to play their press conference and we're going to give our take on it, people. So if you're new, consider to subscribe and also hit the like button if you're now tuning in to the live, people, because there are some good things happening and there are some bad things happening for both teams. And also, too, we're going to look at the rest of the group stage games that play in the CONCACAF qualifiers, because there are some very important points that take charge in these group stages, and definitely all the groups is definitely going right down to the last game, which is Tuesday, people. So we have to be mindful of that. It's not only Group B where you have Jamaica and Curaçao battling it for the first place position, but also you have Group A, which is Suriname and Panama, definitely looking to qualify also for the first place. But we're going to look at that, go through these group stage and give a take on it, and also look at the games that play, because there were some crucial games that play in the qualifier, people. So let me take a look at the groups, people. So we have here, which is a table. We have Suriname, Panama, Guatemala, El Salvador. Suriname win yesterday. Panama win. Both are 9 points, but goal difference going to carry it right down if both teams won their next two games on Tuesday. So Suriname leading 5+ and Panama just only on 2+. So they had to score a lot of goals and on El Salvador their next game, and that's going to be difficult, people. So in Group B now, where we have Jamaica and Curaçao, Trinidad and Tobago, hard luck there for Trinidad and Tobago. I think they was one of the better teams in the Group B, and it's just unfortunate that they couldn't get their tactical thing together to get the finishing on the board. But definitely Curaçao will land on top with 10 goal difference because of that 7-0 trashing to Bermuda. Definitely Curaçao looking very good at this moment. They're looking like they want to qualify and not going to the playoff. But Jamaica fell short to a 1-1 draw away to Trinidad. And now they sit on 10 points, which they have 8 goal difference. So they're leading them on 2. So the only thing could save Jamaica for qualify in the first place is to finish first and beat Curaçao at home Tuesday coming, people. And this is a hard task here for Jamaica, people. And definitely when we come and talk, not we, when I come and talk about a lot of things that have been taking place with this Jamaica national team, a lot of people say that I am so negative, I am not this, I'm that, and think. So sometimes I always leave it up to them. They think of what they feel is best for Jamaica, because there are a lot of things not really going good with Jamaica at all. Because in that game against Trinidad and Tobago, I think Trinidad took the whole first half in position base, and definitely chances, big chances. Jamaica didn't record that big chances, not even in the first half. So most definitely they was on the back foot right through, and with Curaçao at front, taking the goal difference ahead, the only thing can save them is to get a draw at home at Jamaica, which I know Curaçao going to have not even a low block. They could have a mid block to us, because them is a position-based team, and from the keeping the ball, they will stand a chance to even score a goal and let Jamaica chase the game. So I tell the people it's not going to be easy for Jamaica at home, against this Curaçao team because they're flying and they're performing very, very good at this moment. So Trinidad, it's hard luck there for them. They cannot go through to the next, not even the knockout stages, for the second place because of draw to Jamaica last night. Bermuda finished it at no points. Last game of Trinidad against Bermuda and things. So moving on to the next group now, people, where Honduras 80 as I think 80 surprised me because I did give up on 80 in the last game that they lost and they wasn't at it. But game last night against who they play? Nicaragua? No, Costa Rica. They win against Costa Rica last night. And definitely that's a good look there for Haiti. Jump in the second spot and 8 points. This group still not close as yet because definitely you have Honduras and 8 points and Haiti and 8 points. Costa Rica and 6, Nicaragua and 4 points. Nicaragua climbed themselves in the challenge same way because they still they can't make it. Nicaragua can't make it because 7 points not going on good enough for them. They have to make it, they have to think, but definitely maybe they're going to fight for pride and try to win the next game. And also Costa Rica is not out of it as yet because the next game will be Honduras. Honduras definitely playing some very good football game right now. So more than likely they're looking as if they could get a draw out of this. 80 beating Nicaragua in their next game will definitely give them a chance to finish second or in the first spot if Honduras fail to lose. But when I saw here some people, we have actually best. No. And I say the best third place, first place. So all groups are winding up people right down to the last minute of the last game and choose the people. So we're looking forward to that one, people. And do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And we're also going to play the coaches' reaction on the game yesterday. We're going to play the Jamaica national head coach, Steve McLean, and also Trinidad and Tobago head coach, Dwight York. We're going to play the press conference in a short while, people. So hit the like button and let me know what you think about the game yesterday that play at the Esley Carver Stadium, Jamaica versus Trinidad. So all these groups are going right down to the wire, people. Definitely every one of these groups going down to the wire. So we're going to see what will happen in the last days of this game because on Jamaica side it's just not looking good. Not looking good at all, people. And I hate to see what really taking place right now with the Jamaica national team. It's not something that they could stomach, you know? So let me play the coach's reaction and see what happened. So this is the coach of Jamaica, Steve McLean.
We have one. Obviously, after scoring first, and the way we defended, I thought we'd hold on. Trinidad took risk, which they had to do. A lot of risk, a lot of balls into our box, and just one slip up, and it cost us the equaliser. But after that, I got to say the players, we talked before the game about the will to fight, want to win. They certainly had that. Got the goal, and more or less, Trinidad had to take risk, put the fullbacks forward, put an extra striker on, balls into the box, and it always happens. A loose ball ball and equaliser. But we knew it would be the last game, and so it will be. And what we need on Tuesday is a great performance. 35,000 people. It's important that Jamaicans come and support us and make Tuesday a great occasion. It's not going to be easy. A very good team, but we know what we've got to do. We have to win. And I think the key for me was that we got all the players available. We tried to protect the players with yellow cards, so we had them available for the second game. We thought we'd done that and managed the win, but that's football. But Tuesday, we have to get ready, prepare, and as I said before, we've got the full squad to pick from.
So, as you mentioned about the game, bless up, Rumbling, and as I respect you, bro. As he mentioned in the press conference, question were thrown to him about the performances, players who wasn't available. He talking about the yellow carded that they were on, why they rest them. So more likely those players will be throwing in action for the last game. Which we have Dexter and we have thing there in midfield and Campbell and also all those players that didn't start. But he mentioned about the last game. This cannot be the last game. Curaçao is the last game. Curaçao definitely is the last game. So we have to look towards that. It cannot be Trinidad is the last game. So I don't know where my talk about this.
Solid tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the other people who said that I almost what we got. What came on if you remember basically because that time is finding that so Gina, if you feel how you find it out.
Yeah, we tried to adapt with that. By playing through the wide areas, having good wide players, and that proved again. We got quality in that area with Damari Gray, Cephas. You see the goal; it's incredible. And the introduction of Whisper, who's just joined us, Tyrese Campbell. We've got real pace on the wide areas, so we try and build through that. And I was disappointed with our ball retention. Absolutely right in terms of how we built up. But we wanted to protect Dexter, Lembekiza, we wanted to protect Ian Frey. And we put Mason Holgate there against Spicer. And I thought he did a great job. They're a big threat down that left-hand side. And we tied it all together. And before the game, you said, "Would I take a draw?" I said I would. But having been so close to a win, it does feel like a disappointment. We have to push that aside. This is the dream is still alive. One game to go, and we've got to make it decisive.
Boy, you were Steve McLaren to people. The man said the dream is still alive. So how many fans do believe that the dream is still alive for Jamaica to go to the next World Cup? One game away, And he also mentioned some individual players who on the wing. I think Jamaica struggle in that position drastically where we haven't won any first ball or second ball. I think Trinidad was all over Jamaica. All the duels. If you look at Jamaica wasn't pressing. Jamaica was barely tackling because they allowed Trinidad to build from the back, do their thing, and pass the ball around, which we wasn't pressing. Trinidad was pressing Jamaica as well. So whenever time Trinidad don't have the ball. Jamaica have it to try to think. They press them, try to win it early up the pitch. And Jamaica wasn't doing that. And we could see that Jamaica was looking to get a draw out of this game. Even score and even lock shot. Because you already saw that in the second half, Jamaica score, and we just couldn't defend the 1-0 lead because of fumble and just unfortunate position players in, and they just couldn't stop that one, and Trinidad equalized. So what this coach is saying, sometimes I can't listen to people, I tell you the truth. I can't really listen because I'm all over the place. Because the team just wasn't playing like they want to win. And if you want to win, you have to play to win and press team. And Jamaica wasn't doing that. At one point in time, I realized Burrell up front, alone, right at the circle, right at the center circle. Trinidad have the 3 back line right across, plus on the left hand side and the right hand side they have the right back and the left back. A lot of space in that center circle where Burrell was right around, and Jamaica in a them half, like is a mid-black. Jamaica was playing right there, so they wasn't pressing, they wasn't attacking. Jamaica was more like waiting for the ball to come in their half, then they attack. But yet still, Trinidad still beat the press on some occasion moving forward. So Jamaica play a sloppy game last night. They wasn't playing as if that they want a 3 points out of this game. They're playing as if that they wanted just a point from the game. And that is what they get at the end of the day. You understand me, people? So, I don't know. It wasn't good at all. I have to give Trinidad more of the position base of performances what I saw last night. I have to give them that. Trinidad was very good on the ball.
Other questions?
Yeah, it was a good. It's a good atmosphere. It's great. These are the games you love to play in. We have experienced players. When you look at the team, we had very experienced players. I thought we started the game well in the first 20 minutes. But losing Richie King, I think it affected us in terms of he's normally at the back. Him and Ethan Pinnock, they're terrific with the ball. And we lost Richard King's ability to do that. So we ended up not playing a lot from the back through the middle and a lot of defending, which we nearly survived. But I've got to say, I think there were some strange decisions, I thought, from the referee. We got fouled at the end, a great opportunity.
Don't blame the ref.
So I was a little disappointed a little frustrated in some of the decisions that we got.
Don't blame the ref.
And also trying to get substitutes on was very difficult. They didn't seem to move, so. But then if we put that all aside, move on quick, recover, and a great game ahead on Tuesday.
So they asked him about the environment, which is the atmosphere. The atmosphere was loud. Definitely, it was loud. Although all the stadium wasn't full up, but you could definitely see people right around the stadium. It was a good look to see the fans came out for Trinidad and Tobago to give them and helping on a 12-man push to try and get the win, but they just couldn't do it. And he mentioned about Richard King. Richard King injured himself because that wild tackling when he got running and Lancing and Spicer. That is a tackle that injuring him. He never need to go in so wild. I understand me, people, because you could see where the man lancing from and running, whootum, and going to make that careless tackle. You never need to make that careless tackle. So now he's out injury. So more than likely, we will see Damian Lowe partner with Ethan Pinnock in the next game and going forward. But let's see how it goes. Last.
couldn't see it. Look, you have to accept the decisions. You know, we had one in the home game when Garcia scored, and he was half an inch offside. And I think John Russell was exactly the same.
Exactly, right.
That would have been a timely goal, a big boost. But there you go.
Yeah, he mentioned about the referee. He said the referee wasn't refereeing like the game good, and he talked about the offside goal that John Russell scored, which I think it was a bit offside. His shoulder was over more, about an inch or whatever, just as the Levi Garcia goal that he scored at Jamaica at home that he mentioned about. It was offside, the VAR ruled it out. Now the VAR ruled out John Russell goal. So it was unfortunate, and he accept that. So I have to agree with him on that, you know. It's just a part of the game where sometimes when it's up to the VAR and then it's just not going to work out good for you. And you understand? So I just let it go. That's a part of the game where if we accept.
Given its knowledge between themselves and Curaçao, given what has happened with Hurricane, it's around pressure to deliver smiles to Jamaica in the last game.
There's always pressure. If we'd have lost tonight, if we'd have won, okay, then a draw would be enough. But there's going to be huge pressure. And that's why the fans are important. The supporters, the people of Jamaica are very important to us on Tuesday.
Yes,
and we will try as hard as we possibly can. Football's football. God willing, we get everything right and we get the result. And the World Cup dream is still on.
Alive. All right, people, that was it for Steve McLaren. And we're moving on to the next one, where we have Dwight York on his press conference and talking about his performances wise on the team and also where they're coming from and where they're heading to and all these other things. So we're going to play his press conference release, people. So do it, like button, subscribe if you're new, and that we go through this one, and then afterwards we're going to go through the breakdown of the team, and I will give my take overall, people, on the game. Yeah, so let us go into this one.
Head coach of Trinidad, Dwight York. First question for Coach York, by show of hands, and use the microphone, please.
Listen, it does feel like a defeat to us, but I can tell you, yeah, we are disappointed with the results, but I can't tell you how proud I am about these players, what they've given over the past year since I've taken this job. It's hard to think that we are not where we want to be because of the point system, but in terms of performance-wise, these players given everything, and I couldn't tell you how proud I am. I think when you look overall, and the stats actually suggest the dominance that we have: 62%, 17 chances on goal, 3 big chances today, 1 opportunity on goal. Those numbers, 42, 362 passes today, 251. So we looked at the stats, and of course, stats doesn't win you football matches, and it's just a fine line. We haven't been able to close the games off, but in terms of football, I'm sure anyone who watched Trinidad and Tobago play football, certainly from the time I've taken the job to where we are, it's you got to be proud of these guys. They left everything out there. They're giving everything, and the fans, the people of Trinidad and Tobago come out in their numbers to support the team. And, we just came up a little bit short, but nevertheless, over the moon by the team performance and what we've been able to do to this point.
Yeah, next question. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, the mood is obviously low because we really felt that we don't have to win the game again. And I think, again, if you look at the stats, suggest all of that. So it does feel like a defeat, although we haven't lost the game, but we seem like a common theme. We played Curaçao, it's a similar feeling. We played Jamaica, even when they beat us. We felt like we kept in the game with the goals. But, I don't want to look too much on the negative. It is where we are, but I certainly believe in these players. And I think that if you're fair to these young boys, which most of them are, from where we were to where we are now, it's incredible. And I know that a lot of people look at the results or not being able to qualify. Certainly now that there will be a huge disappointment in that sense. But our football has been on the low for a while, and now we're on the uptick, and we've become a team that the likes of Jamaica and other teams who are coming here know that they're in for a really tough game and a really hard time. And tonight was another indication of that.
Next.
Yes, people, in that two question there, he said a lot, and definitely I will definitely 100% agree with most of the things that he said, because I've been watching the team from them time when coming in, when the normalization did lift at the ban, where FIFA did ban Trinidad of playing football. I was watching the team from them time when they announced the new TTFA president and also the governing body of the team. So I was watching, I was doing videos right around the team, and I just supporting them in whatever cost. I give my take, my opinion, and I don't agree with a lot of things that they said, but most definitely I could see the pathway that they chose and where they want to go and where they want to be in certain time. But it wasn't a long enough time, because Dwight York take over in 1 year's time, and he take over the team, and I give my take even on Dwight York appointment, and I was saying that they need to go for a coach who coaches overseas, who have more experience. Not to say Dwight York is not an experienced coach, but I was looking for more experienced coach who been there, done that, and could get it right across the line. But obviously, they made their choices, their decision, they move forward with Dwight York, and I appreciate that, and I work with what they said. So moving on now, where you go on, get the team together and try and get in players and all these things. He done a lot, and Trinidad fans have to definitely be grateful and appreciate the time that he came in and do the job and get something done, because Trinidad wasn't at this position in the last 3 years, and definitely they show that they want to go somewhere, So you have to kudos to the coaching staff, the TTFA, and also the players, because they've done it all, people. So as a Trinidad fans, you cannot vex with the performances wise. It's just that the team need more reinforcement and more additional to the squad to boost them going forward, because as you saw last night what happened in the game, where they wasn't good enough on the last third, where they have to finish their goals and they just couldn't get it right across the line. So it's just unfortunate for them, So I forget it, man.
Tonight was another indication of that.
Next.
Yeah, I think, listen, I don't really listen to the outside world. I've got the experience enough now, and there was always going to be some people who like what we're doing and some don't. That's out of my control. I have no control over that. What I can control, what is in front of me. My contract runs for another 6 months, I think it is. And I'm happy to see those 6 months out if required. It's out of my control. There are people above my pay grade make those decisions. And again, I've got no control over that. But again, the year that I've been in the job, I think it's fair to say that we have made a hell of a stride and real positive. We have lost one game in this campaign, and simply not enough wins or W's. We have an unbeaten record at home, and so there's something there's a lot of positive in there. And so, yeah, going back to your question, there people always gotta like what you do, and some people don't. I'm not really fussed by that. I'm only focused on the job in hand, and I'm sure if conversation for me to carry on, then I'm sure I'll sit down and listen to what we've been trying to build here. But for now, I won't think about that. We got Bermuda to come, and we're gonna make sure and finish on a high. And I think that's where our focus will remain. But I'm not here thinking about or concerned about my position as head coach of Trinidad and Tobago national team. Go ahead.
Yeah, people. So the question I want to ask about is position of be still the head coach of Trinidad and Tobago national team, and he responded that he ain't worrying about that. He worrying about the team and what they could achieve, and he just have actually about 6 more months leave on his contract. So more likely, I feel that they will renew his contract and continue with him, or maybe they will move on and try to get an overseas coach. Who could tell? But definitely they're looking ahead and maybe try to continue on the path where they're at right now. So good luck for Dwight York, and I think that he has been doing good for the team so far. His additional time at the team was very much good, and he is doing some great things moving forward. People. All right, yeah, David, big up yourself, bro. G. Hope I was ready to, on the lunchtime. What the guan? Yeah. I continue, player. All right.
Yeah, we hurt him. There's no two ways about that. We hurt him because we have given everything. We dominate Jamaica in every sense. The stats doesn't lie. I'm sure you're looking back, it's just fine line. And so when you play the way we played and give what we have given throughout this campaign, particularly tonight, I think this is probably our best performance. Jamaica had one shot on target and been able to score. We had 17 to their 6.
I agree.
62% dominance, 362 to their 251. Possession base, we are dominating them in every aspect of the game. Unfortunately, stats doesn't win you game, and when you play the way we have played, with the energy, the passion, and control throughout the game, we have a strategy in terms of in place. If we went behind what we did, and to see how we revert and the players are taking on board what we're doing, we score from the strategy of going to 3 in the back and pushing the 2 fullbacks on to then bring the wingers into the sort of attacking more advanced position. When you see those plans are working and creating and scoring from it, as a coach, you take a lot of pride from that.
True.
But yes, it's still not what we wanted. It's been that sort of a campaign for us where we dominating teams, but somehow coming up a little bit short. But it's very encouraging. As a coach, you got to be very happy. And it felt like a defeat. It felt like a dig in the stomach, so to speak. And so it's not really easy to swallow that when you know you dominate a team like Jamaica. So yeah, of course we are in the mood is that we got to dust ourselves down. That's the nature of sport. Sometimes you don't get results what you deserve in the game, and tonight was an indication of that. However, we got another game on Tuesday.
Yes, yeah. Where's it? The lower attack for forward. Yeah, man. But I tell you, a good coach, and you could see where they're coming from, and it hurts because definitely a lot of fans on this channel here won't agree. But y'all know me, you don't know me. You see, from the factual thing, me a commentate. No matter if it against me or it with me, whatever, me a come and talk true because Jamaica no play nothing at all. Jamaica no play. They not perform no way to try and win this game. Although they were away and Trinidad at home, which it was expected. Yeah, they actually pull back a goal. When the man then pull off 3 big chances, you haven't created a big chances in first half. So we are trying to say, you have to start the facts, people, because they're not playing nothing. Jamaica don't play nothing at all. Jamaica could have lost this game. You understand me? I mean, I go suck up and say, oh, Jamaica, because they don't start the right play. Freak that. My attack is as it is, people. And when some of we, like we in the comment section, like RR and some of the commenters come and talk about the team and the performances, another team will perform, we disband it, we said the people so we're negative and all them things. You understand me? So I never look on sometimes on the chat because I don't understand what take place right now. Come like I never see where I go on in a World Cup qualifier. Come like I don't realize that Jamaica no stand a chance to no go through. Come like I don't realize that. That I need to go to Jamaica to run some classes the new coaches. What you mean? Need to, yes, you need to go there and help them out because they needed help. Bro, I'm gonna grow up and watch York from Shell Cup. I'm impressed with the coaching philosophy. Most definitely, I am impressed because, as I said before, y'all know when I did on my first channel, I do a lot of it. I saw the do it, and at the first instant of his appointment of head coach of Trinidad and Tobago, I didn't with it. I was disagreeing with the appointment of him because I said, Dwight York. Dwight York is a coach. So when we do my research and check him in profile and him resume, I said, okay, I have to eat back my words and say, all right, give him a try because he actually did it outside of Europe and all around go Asia and all them places, Australia, and did him thing, and definitely you have to commend the coach. He did damn well good at this point in time, and if Trinidad TT don't renew this one contract moving forward, they're going to lose a very good coach, and if they don't do that, they're going to be in trouble. So that means they're going backwards, so I definitely believe that he said he have 6 months leave on a contract, and I think that the only move the TTFA have to do, give the man an extension 4-year contract and make the man deal with the team because he making ways, he making moves and all these things. So you getting the damn thing done. Jeff, big up yourself. Yeah, we know them need to win, bro. But what will happen if they don't win? Because remember, Curaçao flying. Just remember that. You see me? Trinidad don't ready. They need never ready. No man, you can't say that, bro. Jeff, man, come on, you can't say that. Remember, let me give you a breakdown of what really happening right now. Why is Trinidad not at the place where they are right now? I already said it before in the live, but you know come. So I'm going to give you a little breakdown and you could use that and really terms it why you feel like they're not there. remember 5 years. 5 years, you know, Trinidad wasn't playing no football at all. You see me, Jeff? So when a country out of football for 5 years and they have to build up something fresh. So that means they start off fresh. Where they're at right now. And look where they're coming from. With the appointment of you have thing that did come in, thing there. Angus Eve come in. He didn't do a good job and they'd have to fire him and then they get in York. So it was all over the place. So you have to give them a little bit of time because they now get back the timing to really finalize the finishing touch and the squad and the TTFA organization and all these things, bro. So you have to give it that kind of thing to really believe that they could do it, man. You know, but I just saw it go. Can't say they never ready, bro. Them are go on, man. Them are go on. You see me? But to compare to Jamaica organization where they're at right now, because remember Jamaica was playing the last World Cup in 2020, qualifying World Cup, and Jamaica didn't make it. Trinidad never there because remember they was banned. You understand me, bro? So you have to take that into some consideration and realize them coming a far way and what they did and what they're achieving right now. You have to congratulate them and give them some motivation, you see me? So I just say go. You know, you remember I told you too many benchman on the team later. Yeah, you always say it, yeah, for true. You always say it in our chat, so big of yourself, man. You know you always say it, you see it. So true. And at one point in time, I never agree with you on that, you know. I don't know if you could remember that too. You know? Something when Trinidad come to Jamaica and now the same thing. No, man, I can't say that, man. They are too arrogant and that don't play game. What do you mean him arrogant? Why you say him arrogant? And he speaks so, I don't know if the face thing they might give in a press conference, but you cannot say the man arrogant, bro. I don't see that. I have to watch some video, maybe have to see how him train and thing, but some coach have to be arrogant for players to get what they're trying to tell them. Jimmy will be top 4 in group World Cup. All right. Jamaica need to settle with one team and believe they will be a powerhouse. Well, and Jamaica don't really have a one team, you see me, because all over the place. Because you hear the coach mention in his press conference that they have players who want yellow card. I could understand that. And coming into this game, they don't want to lose them in the last game. So that is a strategy. And I understand that. Which the other player that played against Trinidad, I think they could have get the job done. Same way because Oldgate is an experienced player. He with the team for a while now. You know? So it wasn't nothing different. So it was still experienced player out on the pitch. Fear is fear, my brother. Yeah, definitely. You could see that. Just give Trinidad and Tobago some more time with this coach if they don't get rid of him, and which I don't think they will, and see what happens. If you don't see any progression in the next couple of years, then I could take a stand where you're saying that is this and is that, you know. They're a good team and need more playing time. Yeah, definitely did. Facts, you're right. But call a spade. Jamaica need work too, right? Yeah. Jamaica need a lot of work. I will agree that they need a lot of work. And I tell you, Jamaica should have never been in this position because we been in this position too many a time. The last World Cup qualifiers, we're still in the position, but now we haven't moved from where we're at. And it's just mind-boggling, brother, just to see where Jamaica cannot make a stepping stone up in the right direction, bro. And that's the thing we don't really like. We now move good in the right direction. You see me? Let me finish up what the White Hawks say, Ban Impress and friends, and then we can discuss.
Night was an indication of that. However, we got another game on Tuesday. We evaluate the game. We'll talk about it. We certainly have a couple more more days to prepare. And the players will, it'll be up to Bermuda because we want to finish the campaign and I continue the unbeaten run at home. So as I said, there was a lot of positive there, and football have a way that it's sometimes it's not really fair. And we felt that this campaign is not really been fair to us. Yeah, listen, I think the conversation has to take place going forward. I'm sure they will look at where we are from when I take the job to where we are now. And if they have, I'm sure they have aspiration of improving the whole environment, which is something we have been able to do. I think corporate Trinidad, the government, all these sectors, these private sectors have played a part in supporting this team. And I think you don't have to wait for a World Cup campaign before all the support and everything else to be put in place. You gotta build. It's a process. You gotta build to get to where you want to be. And so, yeah, the World Cup campaign, when I take it, was a 1-year deal to try and get everything done. In terms of recruitment, the Grandparent Act, all these things comes into play, which then gives us a better pool of players eventually going forward. So you can only see this squad of players, which are relatively young enough, will only improve. So, as I said, the discussion is not for me so much, it's for the hierarchy, the people up there, to make those decisions. I'm open to all options on the table. And if they see the future of this club, the future of this team going forward, as well as me being the head coach going forward, is a conversation I'm happy to and open to have. But where we are is we are still building and improving, and I'm sure sometimes it doesn't happen over a period of 12 months. It might take 2 years before you get to the level you want to be.
All right, people, that was the end of the press conference that I played. So we could all give a take on it. You see what I said, Jeff? You see what he said? He'd only get 1 year to deal with all the things that they do right now. And he commended the corporate Trinidad and Tobago, them come on board and help them doing this World Cup qualifier. Because I realize they got donation from Petro, some Petrochin, some oil thing, and from also they get sponsorship from other big company in Trinidad. So he definitely got some support inside the country, and it's definitely a good look. So to see where they're coming from and the support that they get, you have to commend them. They did well because of the time and the place where they're coming from. So I just say, go, you see me, Jeff? So that's why you have to factor that in and let it be known that it's not about, say, the coach done good or the team done good, but definitely the team are playing very good, but they're just not getting it done at the last third. Who that? Tycoon. Yeah, big up yourself. Hope all the fans see this about team. Every win that Jamaica play the first game with no energy. The second game always be a different level, and that comes from players' lack of fitness. J.A. will win Tuesday. Well, big up yourself, Tycoon. But we all saw that Jamaica always have this problem, the lack of fitness level, the match fitness level, and when we play, we just don't look convincing, we don't look like we're hungry, we don't look like we want it. And when go score on us, we try to attack and try to score goal and all these things. But coming Tuesday, bro G, is a must-win game, and we tell you, it's not going to be easy, because you see, if Curaçao choose to keep the ball and keep possession of the ball, have Jamaica chasing, we will be in trouble. You see me? Yeah, man. Tell him, man. Tell Jeff, man. Tell him. Man, doing thing, man. Yeah, man. So you have to give and take. You have to give and take, Jeff. And as I mentioned, it's called a spade a spade. So it's just how it goes sometimes. You have to look into certain things and factor certain things what happened before and where they're coming from. You see me? But Tycoon, it now got easy still now. I think Trinidad should not fire York. Doing a great job. Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's supposed to go now because, as he mentioned, he said he have 6 months leave on his contract. He have 6 months leave on his contract. So I think that they should continue with him and see where they go. Otherwise, you see me, and see what could happen because he now have a lot of people backing him. He have the grandparent thing that fell right now in the path where they could get quality players from overseas and get them in the team, and that is a good look. And I know that the White are going to look forward to get these players in, just as though other team in other region is doing that. The Curaçao, the El Salvador, the Panama, and Suriname, and all these people getting in players. Only Jamaica alone I believe it that way there. We are always a mix up and all of them things. You see me? You know, just really need a solid 11 to deal the ball, and Jamaica will be scary. Well, and we don't have a solid 11 because you realize every minute you see 2 different players coming in and start and all these things. So it's all over the place, Jeff. It's all over the place. And I tell you the truth, sitting there yesterday watching the game live, bro, I'm in the middle of a lot of Trinidad fans because the position where I want to sit down is kind of a bit higher where I could see over now. And we were a bit, well, Trinidad, the fans are very, very friendly. They're good. They don't really, we have good conversation and the little more talk through it. And it was just fun and laughter. When Jamaica score, I get up with my flag like so. I'm going to go so, shh, and then I watch me. I say, she. But you see when Trinidad equalize back, Jesus Christ. You see like me there in one local wall, the fans are right over me. I'm sitting down, because I couldn't even stand up. I could not even stand up, so the fans were all over and I jump and I rate. I tell the people, if y'all never really go at a stadium and a match, y'all have to go and experience it. It's a vibes, and it's definitely a good experience to see, man, because there's so much in fun cheering, and they really, I tell her, it was a good vibes at the stadium yesterday. You see me? User, big up yourself. So people do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Up team need to turn games night into flame. Watch on how to play football. Who is that now, user? We keep in York and Esteem. Yeah, definitely Soka Baptiste. Definitely. I expect that they will give him an extension contract. I even a 5-year contract to see how he will progress in these other Nation League, Gold Cup, and maybe, unfortunately, if it happened that he's still there for the next World Cup qualifiers, then we know Trinidad will definitely do good in the coming years to come, So it's a good look to see where that, man, and you just have to just congratulate Trinidad team, the staff, everybody, and their performances, well, because they're coming from a far away, and it just a step up the ladder, one step up the ladder, little by little, Well, he can come to Jamaica. They say, bring him to Jamaica, the coach. If he get fired, if he not continue, which me know they're not going to let him go still. They're not going to let him go because he have a good relationship with the TTFA, and they trust his process, and everybody looking as if that they're going to work with him. But the other day, I think it came out in a newspaper where other people were saying that Dwight York need to go. But I think that was just something that they want to say, all right, some narrative they're pushing to really push him out and things. So he also that you cannot stop the outside noise and what they're saying about him appointment and him to leave. So him say it's all about the TTFA and their decision if they wanted to let him continue. And I definitely believe he will continue. So it's just how it is sometimes where they just have to work with whatever in place and just think because moving forward, people, you see this grandparents thing for Trinidad and Tobago, they're going to get in players. Just look out for more players to be selected for the national team. You understand me? Because it's not going to be easy and a nice thing. You see me? So a good look there for where they're at right now, people. You see me? But the experience, people, at the stadium was phenomenal. I always went at the game. I always saw what happened, recorded, and I always see a lot of things, And as a fan who supported Jamaica in that game, people, I have to watch the crowd and see what really taking place and think, And if Jamaica could really definitely fill the stadium, like Tuesday coming, then that will be a plus for Jamaica. You understand? So I hope that Jamaica could get the stadium full, just like the Trinidad fans really come out and support them regardless of the position they're in. You could see speed, blueprint all over the game last night. Jamaica deserved better. This damn team selection, bad coaching. Boy, Tycoon, I tell you the truth, it don't look good. It don't look good. You see me? Because Jamaica have no look of controlness over the ball. We are struggling to keep the ball. We're struggling to keep the ball, because in the first half, Trinidad high press us. Anytime that Trinidad even lost the ball, they go back feet and get it. And if Jamaica attack, boom, long ball. At one point in time, about 5 minutes into the game, the ball, they're mostly on the right hand side where Demare Grays and thing they're the right back. And all these other players, Russell, it's like them a play to the strength. And over Sifa's side where the left hand is, he wasn't getting any ball that much. I just succumbed afterwards, just see them switch it and the ball started to move around and thing. But it wasn't moving around for long. And Jamaica need to keep position the ball and stop with this long ball thing. It's not going to work on no team at all. Because if you look at what Trinidad did, Trinidad press them and have a low block. Keep them in their own area. Even when Trinidad have the ball in their own half, you have three defenders, you have the left back, right across. And I try to draw Jamaica, but Jamaica not pressing, they're not pushing. So this is the result that they got. And they definitely, this is what they work for. This kind of result. Draw. Because they wasn't pushing. Even at one point in time, I think Trinidad fell back in time where they was maybe getting tired and Jamaica could have even scored more than the one goal. But yet still, we never press. We never press at all. We were working for a draw, which wasn't good enough. You see me? Coaching is our problem. Definitely coaching, because too much inexperience in the coaching staff. Too much, and people some of these coaches never really go anywhere coaching, nowhere at all. They only know Jamaica coaching book, that's all. They don't know nothing else. So you think Jamaica will progress? Steve McLean on the declining level right now because he's getting old and his thing not really up there. So I think that he's on a declining moment right now. So that is how it is. You see me? But the WCQ still, Andre Blake need to stop kick the ball long. Every time he get it, they pass the midfield. Every game this look dumb. Well, Tycoon, I tell you they never had a choice because I'm telling you see how Trinidad was pressing. I tell you Trinidad was definitely pressing. And the ability of getting the ball from Jamaica, they have to go long. So me not really blame Andre Blake for that because it realized and it looking realistically like Trinidad would have won it deep in their half and score because Jamaica not keeping the ball and the positioning is just not right. Russell, although he got an offside goal, but Russell wasn't it for me. You see me? Disagree, Steve McLean. All right. Leighton Walker, what are you talking about? All right, where? Where you say he's hampered by the JFF? Well, get rid of the JFF. Simple as that. And then tell him how to play. Well, obviously, they did. But I think that a lot of coach came in and have that kind of problem. This is why they're not really performing. This is what they're not really performing because a lot of things definitely not going the coach's way, and they are trying to control and try to push the coach them the way or they feel that they could use them. And a lot of coaches not doing that, So this is why I say Algrim to leave. And now Steve McLean just have to just stoop to what they're doing and work with what they're doing right now. Because he's on his last and he's going to leave. I think he's going to leave the coaching for Jamaica. Anytime the World Cup qualifier finish, it's going to be over for Steve McLean. You see me? It's going to be over for Steve McLean. So I just saw it go. But these people need to stop do what they're doing because they just don't mean the football any good at all. They don't mean the football any good. Because if they're trying to stop certain progress and stop certain coaches for do their job and then think that it's not right. And this is why Jamaica in this kind of predicament and problem and the situation where it's affecting everybody, the fans, the supporters, everybody is affecting. And these people not really understanding what taking place. Because when you're looking to choose a game in a people, believe you me, I tell her it's not going to be an easy game, regardless Jamaica playing at home, because this team keep the ball better than Jamaica. They definitely keep the ball better than Jamaica. And it's just the fact. And from they know how to keep the ball and they press them mid block, like in Jamaica half. The only thing Jamaica have to hope and pray that they get a counter attack and try and score. Because I tell you, Jamaica going to have it difficult. Curaçao going to make it difficult for Jamaica. I don't know, joking thing, people. Because you see what Curaçao do right now, the man them scored 7 goals yesterday. 7 goals. So they leading Jamaica 2 goals plus. So that means they're on 10, Jamaica on 8. So more than likely, a draw for Jamaica ain't good enough. A win is more likely have to be on the card for Jamaica. It has to be a win. So I tell the people, it's rough. I tell the truth. That's why I tell you, say, I never look at to some people when I mention about the team and the performance because they not understanding. Because me, I looking at this very much deep in the people. And a lot of people like Tycoon and some of the comment at them definitely know what taking place. You see me? Coach Grimmer will take Iceland to the World Cup. All they need is a point. The next game will be easy. Right. Serious. I'm not looking good for Coach Algrim, so definitely I wouldn't mind him get it. Yeah, to show you what professionalism is and show you what what coaching is, you know. So I wanted him to do that, people. So Tuesday not going to be a good look. And as I see here's a people on the screen, this is the starting lineup and also the finishing of the game. So Jamaica go with a 4-1-4-1. Definitely Burrell struggled in this one, although he got the assist. I think that he struggled. Russell also struggled. Sifa score the only goal. Andre Blake, I think he did very, very good in this one. Colgate didn't have a bad game on the right hand side. And thing, he's not a natural right back, but he could play there, you know. And Bobby Reed play good. Hayden as well, all in midfield. King got injured for himself like a madman, just wild, like wild was. What's Pinnock have a very good game. He got a 7.1 players rating and thing. So Bobby Reed now he suffer from not getting the ball more often because we don't have a midfield and we definitely not really keeping the ball. You would have this group lock up football Dunce Federation. But Brown Bear, I agree with that. Because remember when Grimmy came in, Grimmy was trying to build something. He was trying to build some database and all these other things, but yet still they didn't want that. Because the path where the man was going, all we have to do was calm. Because he realized that Jamaica is not a team that really possess the ball a lot. So he wanted to start from the back with defensive mind and moving forward. A lot of fans come and burn out Grimmy and say, what happened to this coach? In coming in defensive mind football and Jamaican just come and raid. So the federation make the take and talk. The man now work with certain things, the man move on. You see me? And then afterwards, they get Team Steve and they manipulate Steve and use him as a puppet and a pawn to try to instill and infiltrate them thing where they want to do. Which Grimmy on the other side wasn't on that. Not even under 20 coach, which is thing there. When name? You forget him name, I remember. Him don't even take no bait from them either. And when them do, them fire the man and them and Grimmy resign. And people should have opened them eyes from them time there. This is nothing new that these people are doing. So just to show you, they just don't mean the football no good. January, thank you, Tycoon. January. And January was doing good in the under 20 level team. And he already make his state and claim that we Jamaica don't have good enough players to really take them to where they want them. And the man proved that. Because when he left, you realize that they're full. They're under 20 team with a lot of local team. How much them get? Look where them go. So just to show you that these men who was try to get the job done, these people try to infiltrate them and try to push them out and try to push in their agenda push the agenda on them. And the man not on that because you hire them, hire the man them to do a job, leave the freaking man them make them do the job. If they now get the job done now, if the result now show, the performance is why not show, then you could step in. But you don't even give the man them a chance. Say, all right, we hire you, so we're paying you to do the job, so do that. They don't do that. Them before the man them have leave them game, them try to infiltrate the man them thing and the man them not depend on that. You see me? So me no wrong them from step away from the team. Now this is why Jamaica is still at the position where we're at right now. Because up to now we don't move. We don't move from where we're at. I mean, I don't want nobody come and talk about me attack negative because everything I attack is something that happened in the past coming up right now. And it shows. And a lot of fans saw that. So I don't want nobody come and talk about me too negative and me this and me that. Come like you don't see what got happen. No realize, no come like no realize what got happen. Everybody have the hopes of Jamaica qualify. The easiest group, and Jamaica can qualify out of this group. You know, this is a disgrace. This is definitely a disgrace for the national team. I want to see what really take place. And you feel like Curaçao come Jamaica and play around. They're not going to come and play around. They're going to come and want to maybe win or get a point because they know a point is good enough for them to go through. And with Jamaica play the playoff because maybe they're going to have the best points of playoff. They might be the best team. Jamaica still no guarantee of going through that playoff either. So sometimes some people need to understand what take place and need to rile out and beat these people. People are take side and people are this and people. I not take no side with none of them. JFF they need to go and leave the Jamaica football because can't believe what take place. It's surprising last night when we see Trinidad keep the ball more than them. Well, obviously them not one, but no. You are professional players, you have more professional players than Trinidad, and you make them more likely keeping the ball than you supposed to keep because you have more players. So when you see things at people, you have to come and call it out. Me now suck up to nothing with them because if they now do nothing good, me know with them. And me I come and talk about it. Because I just tired of this. A lot of fans is tired of what will taking place with the national team. You understand me, people? So me just have to deal with it that way there and just give my take. Now disrespect nobody. So I don't want to feel like them can have sue in this because I not disrespect nobody. You see me? But them for lift up, man. They need to lift up out of football, man, and left it, make it flow. Or give some more people, man, and resign, man, and thing, man. Gosh, man. You know this feel to the position of Jamaica in right now and I feel a battle. And a warrior say, yo, Jesus Christ, Jamaica have the roof to win and we can't win it because of the performances we had up on the pitch. And yo, it's just awful, bro. Awful. And that's why I see some other like JD kind of bit step away from the content of Jamaica because it just not right. And people, some of these YouTubers see what taking place and just not call it out. So sometimes me have to big up Ryan and them man there who really call out things when I write. You see me? JD are one of them and thing. Some other YouTuber who do it. But come on, man. It don't look good. And people not really taking consideration say, it's a must-win game. Must-win game what? You think Jamaica must win? Jamaica no must win the game, the brother. That me I tell you now. I 1,000% right. Big up yourself, Jeff. Me I tell you. Me not come talk foolishness anytime. Anytime you see me turn on this live here. Me not come chat stupidness because I don't like stupidity. You see me? Them things that get me ignorant. Now let's do it. It's from the JF. Exactly. It's from them. It's from them and these people are suck up to them and feel like they say them are do something good. Them now do nothing. Nothing at all. Them now do. Nothing at all. Then just manipulate the program and I kill the program. All them are hope for, let me tell you what them plan. All them are hope for is to get the FIFA qualified money for the World Cup. That is their main aim because they want that big waka money to push down in them pocket and do nothing. And that's their main aim. And for go away. He did say he rather sell a player than qualify for the World Cup. King get solid. King get sold. Yeah, definitely Brown Bear. That is what he definitely said. He definitely said that. And I don't lie because him get King sell out of the national to play in a national team, involved in the squad selection and all these things. You see me? But yet still, King don't really perform same way at St. Mary's, because the last game that he had for St. Mary, he have a half full game. He just not performing at the level, you know. But I tell you the truth, people. A lot of people said that Jamaica now will qualify for the World Cup, but when I tell you the truth, it don't look good. I still feel like we could qualify same way, but in the back of my mind, we feel like we're going to get an upset. We feel like we're going to get an upset just to we are play with dominancy and playing like we want to win. Just not. We're not doing that. Yeah, bro, the federation thinking money, they don't want to do the right thing. Backward thing. Yeah, definitely tycoon. That is what they're doing. They just want the money, bro. That is what the main aim is, to get this FIFA money for the qualification and then go World Cup, take beat up, get trashing. They don't care about that, you know. They not care about that. They not go World Cup for performance wise. Them might go to just show that Jamaica qualify and get the money, and that's it. That are the main aim. Oh, it would be an upset if Curaçao beat us already. Well, it will definitely be an upset, because if we can't able to win the game, a draw is not good enough. Same way, 3 points is definitely have to be on the card. You see me? So I don't know. We also have to wait till Tuesday come, but we just hope that these players see the position where Jamaica is at right now, and they have to just try and dig deep and perform. That is what I wanted. I want them to show that they want to win games and not to be just sit back and go at them, attack and play strategically, because they can play that, you know. It's just that sometimes the fitness level are one of the main objective where it require where players not really cannot push high, because remember, counter-attacking and team that very good on ball who could splice through pass, because you saw that happen against that last night, where Jamaica get open up at the back line in the midfield, because at one point we could remember one of the ball that Dante Seeley control it, cut in, and then he splice it right through and think they run at it. That are the right back there and paint, get it and run at it. So it easily for them, but it's just because we're not playing position and we're not marking players and try to watch all the position. We're not doing that. Nothing at all we're not doing. And the fitness level, one of the worst thing. We don't have that midfield to break down this team. Tuesday, that my biggest concern. Bad player selection. Ravel, DJ, all should easily make this team. Definitely tycoon. I agree with you on that. But you don't know, these two experienced players wouldn't get involved in the squad, because I don't know why these players can't make it onto the national team. I don't understand. And we still cannot get an answer why DJ. If could say one of them, if they want to say, all right, use one of them, any one of them for me still, because two of them is the same player. If you're going to use Ravel, get in Ravel. If you're going to use DJ, get in one of them. Because we haven't have a creative midfielder, and that is what let down our midfield, why we keep on and play this fucking long ball right out every minute. We cannot put the ball on ground and build a play. Every time we feel like, say, our team pressing us like Curaçao press high, we can't come out our half. We find it difficult to really get the ball, put it on the ground and play. Look at Trinidad now start to build a team. And them left with our back foot, our heels. Can't come out our own half some of the time. And that disgrace, brother. And every time some of these fans come and talk about Trinidad on a team, Trinidad this, and look what going on. Jamaica beat Trinidad last night? No. Someone who could combine it, shut on the mouth and watch football and know what take place. Because someone don't know nothing about football. No time at all. Just burn me sometimes someone who come and talk about Trinidad this, Curaçao that. I don't know watch nothing at all. And Trinidad and Curaçao are two of the best team in the group. We are play football. And then my one or two team are drop ball in the group stage right now. Jamaica not play nothing. Nothing they not play. Oh. Some no know come boots up. Jamaica boat. Then sickening, brother. Jamaica sickening. That me I tell you. I know a lot of people not gonna like when me say it at all, but it's just the fact I'm trying to truth, I'm gonna friggin' tell the truth. I'm gonna care one bex. If anybody who subscribe, them are gonna subscribe for that. I don't really care because I'm not do this. If you not likes or nothing. Oh. But just want the real thing. Performance wise, the team play good and we try and do the right thing. But with this organization, I don't see a right thing to happen in this thing. No right thing, people. I tell you the truth. So when I look on Trinidad team now, people, they started a 4-3-4-3, but in defensive shape, they have in a back 5-5-4-1 when they defend. So this is a good tactical formation. Very good formation. You attack in threes and three back. I think this was a formation what Algrimson was using. This is a defensive formation. So you know that when they're on the back foot or when the other team pressing and pushing, they're in a back 5 position. So you have the right back and the left back fall back in place, and then you have the two midfielders stuck in as a winger and thing, and then Garcia and the other player slot in as a centre forward, as a shadow striker, like. You see me? So I just circle, and this is a good formation too, to start off with, because you're gonna fall back into a defensive format whenever time you're thinking. You see me? So Trinidad use that formation, conquer Jamaica, possess the ball, keep the ball. Ramposad have a very good game on this app though, the FootMap. I think they give him the man of the match. He was excellent. He got a 8.0. So it's a good look. Good look there for Trinidad people. You see me? I think Andre will come up big with that strike from Spicer. That one, good ball there from in the air, and he just time it and just keep it down at one part and slam it, And Oldgate on a yellow card. Bobby Reed and Russell get yellow card. So maybe they will available to play the next game. I believe so. So I tell you, nothing good I could say about this team. There's some individual players who play good, like the Oldgates, the Hayden, Pinnock, and Cephas, because of the goal why I'm taking. Demar Gray was last sometime in the game. He didn't play very much well at all. And I rate Demar Gray play. Vernell Morgan, big up yourself. Let's face it. It's nothing easy to get to Trinidad and win over there. Yeah, I know that. Vernell. I know. I was in the stadium and I could tell you that it's not an easy task for Jamaica to go there because they haven't lost at home as yet in the last 10 games, and that is definitely very good for a team play at home. So I know that, but I was talking based on fanatic supporters who supported Jamaica with, like me. I don't really talk to them. I'm just giving you some explanation about what fans think that Jamaica was going to go Trinidad and win and beat them. I wasn't thinking that at all. So that is how some fans think. And I tell them that it's not going to be easy. You see me? So when I saw that Trinidad keep the position of the ball and not really giving away stupid chances, you could definitely see that they want to win and they give it they all out on the pitch. You see me? So it's just unfortunate that they couldn't get a goal even in the first half. And these man draw with Curaçao at home and draw with them away at home and Jamaica go to Curaçao and then beat Jamaica. Just to show you who are the better team, who are the best team performance. Trinidad perform better than Jamaica, without a doubt. You see me? Speed and this JFF push where the Marley, the girls team, Water don't fight out. Grimmy put himself on the coaching staff. No, the team play like it's JPL team. We have the worst coaching staff. Definitely Brown Bear. That is what they did. And see, everything shell down. I finally get rid of Marley, Sidala, but was an integral part of the girl team and moving forward to their first World Cup and second Women World Cup and even created history on the bounce. And that was a good achievement for the reggae girls. And now look where the team is. Now they fight out the lady. The lady stepped down as an ambassador, not anymore supported for them and thing. And they just with their ego and get rid of all of the good players they want good for Jamaica, quote unquote itself. Those people want good for the country. And them sit down in a seat in a JFF, them don't want nothing good. Them only want full them pocket. And that are the main part. They want full them pocket. Them for go away. All of them come in with them big old dirty ego. Come and talk about this and that, and she have to leave, and she have to this, and she have to that, and thing, and see, they water down everything. I mean, tell the people, Franklin Young, big up yourself. Thanks for passing through. Yeah, this coach, I have no clue what he is doing, bro. He is just lucky to be in this position because of players with Grimmy, he would have qualified for the October. Brother, you need to mention that, bro, because a lot of people believe that, but some of the fans don't believe that because they never liked the style of play what the man was implemented to the squad, and that are the problem that caused why fans burn out Grimmy and say him not good. What kind of coach this? But they don't know all the thing go on with coaches. They don't know the depth of coaching, so they just come and sitting and they don't understand. Because I myself never have a problem with Grimmy's style of play, you know, because you rather you can score and defend it and win a game than playing fancy football, open football, and get dump up and can't go score back a goal. And the man saw the problem what taking place with the team because they realized Jamaica can't play the ball around. They cannot score goal and regularly, and that was one of the things. You know, so the man have try to play more defensive and play more on the counter, and they wasn't on that. You see me? Whether the coaching staff, yeah, one of the worst, and when you feel that better, I go come for this team, yeah. It only gonna get worse on the people. I tell you the truth, from these people inside the organization, I don't see nothing good going to come because years after years, there's something. The last 4 years, they say 4 or 5 year World Cup. Look at 2022. You see what happened? Same problem. Then we go now at this 2026 World Cup qualifier. The same damn God problem we have. So don't feel like nothing better come from this. Nothing better now come from it unless we get rid of these people out of the football. That are the only way some of these integral players who play a part in the decision making, the selection of players and all these quota system. This is the only way. If they get these men out, that are the only way Jamaica are going to progress. If we get people who really want best of Jamaica and want do the best for the people of Jamaica and getting the right set of players them who definitely want good, then you're going to see a big difference. But having these people inside here, inside Jamaica organization, people, me not see no better outcome from that. Because there's anyway we could have get Pep Guardiola, we could have get Jose Mourinho, we could have get Jurgen Klopp, all going to be the same. Everything going to come down, right down, back, the same. Because you realize Jamaica had some good coach over the years. Topper, we come in and try to do a little thing, yes. Paul Hall was a position-based coach who got the job after Paul Hall, after thing there with Moore, and Paul Hall was doing something very good with the team. Afterwards, they get rid of Paul Hall because of whatever the case may be, and he move on, go back to England. Then afterwards now, they get in Grimmy. Grimmy come in, he talk about his database, his philosophy, and what his achievement is and what he want to accumulate in certain space of time. And he did that. He came in, he got to the Nation League semi-final, he lost it, and thing, a Nation League, a World Cup, one of them, not quite remember. But coach came in, do the job, get something done, but yet still, we still not acknowledge them thing. We try to infiltrate and try to implement certain things in play where we could disrupt these group of players that you want to bring into the national team. Understand? Chris Smith, big up yourself, bro G. What you deal with? Well, if they can't beat Curaçao at home to qualify, I don't see how they could win a playoff game through is their last chance. More than last chance in the Franklin them because it's not going to be easy. You see how Curaçao playing? You see how Curaçao playing? Curaçao not playing around. And they see that things at stake with them. Everything coach, speed, I have failed so far, except Al Grimson. I will agree with that, yes, of course. Al Grimson never fail. Al Grimson leave them because he now really stoop to whatever they try to do with the coaching thing. Speed is the downfall of Jamaica football. Boy, Chris Smith, I can't say that in some years, in some many years, because you know if you say that, they're going to cost something. So this man is the best coach ever in Jamaica. Oh boy, I can't believe these people say, oh, this one is the best coach ever coming at Jamaica. I could acknowledge him, yes, as say yes, the quote unquote best coach in Jamaica, but still haven't yet getting a ton load of experiences because he only got experience at the lower level. So if you go up against some bigger coaches, they're going to dominate him because his coaching level of playing at a high level and a high level standard is going to diminish. So that is the thing. But at the lower level, yes, he's one of the best coaches in Jamaica for sure. Definitely, he is. Curaçao and Suriname and Haiti don't have a quota system. They select the best players and we all see the result. Exactly, Chris Smith. We all see it because you see, Suriname flying, and look, Suriname and them team that was behind Jamaica, you know. If you check the stats, you know, people, those teams was behind Jamaica a couple years ago, and look what they're achieving. They're going to their first World Cup. Look at the achievement. They're looking as if they're going to make it because they're not playing bad football. They are performing at the level, you know. And I tell you, they might get the job done. 80 as well. Me kind of bit right off 80. Believe me, between Chris Smith and the chat. Me kind of right off 80 in the last game because I say, they need to perform and thing, you know. But they bounce back. You see it, and that is a good look for Haiti. You see it, find himself in a second place. So the last game now we will definitely see them out if they could get even 3 points and even get the best second place too. You see me? So we will see how it go. Curaçao, Suriname, Haiti have a professional coaching staff with no interference from the federation. But we could all see that for true now, Chris Smith, because you see that the performances wise and the chemistry level and the standard where they are, you could see that there's no interference, because if it was an interference, the team would never play in well. And look at we now. Look at what Jamaica doing. We alone and go backward in a football. Backward. We play without midfield at speed and cavalier kind of football. Why is Jamaica playing so much like cavalier? Because he's a part of the coaching staff. He's an advisor. Isn't so? Yes, mate. People in the chat, is it that he's the advisor? I can't remember if the other word, but he's some advisor to the coaching staff. So you don't know it will implement that, because the man never keep on a bypass midfield and feel like the midfield under the engine, and that is what we get. We don't believe in midfield playing. We made a play with some young players because they were out. That is good, so they can come and take a game lightly. We may beat up Portugal yesterday and frustrated Cristiano. Yeah, what? Oh yeah, say. So that means Tycoon one of the comments I mentioned said only 1 point they needed to qualify for the World Cup. And they're going to get it. They're going to get it. And that is very good from Coach Grimmy. I have to give him a congratulations, man, because he left the Jamaican football space and proceed himself in Ireland, and it is a good look. Portugal is definitely a huge team, a big powerhouse in the international scene, and for them to really beat them and frustrated Cristiano Ronaldo, that is good achievement. That is definitely more like a motivation for the players and for the coaching staff to go out on the next game and qualify. So that is a good look for Grimmer, man. Respect that, and see what we're missing. This is what we're missing, This is what we kill this coach for. You see me? And everybody that hope that he never wouldn't make it at that level. But he's a big coach. He's a good coach. So the man through a lot. So he know what he wanted for a team. You see me? So that is a good look, man, Franklin. Definitely against the league, because the federation was infiltrating in team selection. Interfering. Yeah, that is true. And I'll mention that to Chris Smith. They was doing that, and the man wouldn't. The man don't want that, and he's not bowing to nobody because he got hired to do a job, and he's just doing his job, and that is his main aim, is to get the job done and get it across the line and let people be happy and everything. But no, they want to interfere with the coaching and get in quota system. We don't need to do that, We don't need to do that, because when you check the level of the Jamaica football, we are not there on the international level. We are not there, and it's just the fact. We're just not there. Maybe we could quote unquote get even now 1 or 2 players to try and bring them to the potential level. But it's not as if that we could take a player out of the JPL and push in the national team and you get result. No, it wouldn't work like that. So I don't know why these people keep interfering with the national team. Boy, I tell you, you said the YouTube quiet. The YouTube quiet, people. YouTube quiet, because everybody feel to say Jamaica this, Jamaica that. But you see now, Jamaica in a predicament position that do or die. No professional coach work with what speed want. Only a puppet like McLean would do that. Exactly. I already mentioned that, Chris. Only a puppet. And I never say him is a puppet, you know, they take him and turn him into a puppet because for a professional coach like Steve McLaren right now, at the level where he's at, he's have a ton load of experiences right around Europe, moving from club to club and all these things, and coming at this national level and let these people infiltrate him and selection players. Him want them to do that because him should have even step away to and say, no. I come in from a professional point of view where we deal with professionalism and standard and level were required for team to be selected this kind of way or whatever the coach wanted. That is what he should have done and say, hey, if it's not going my way, it's either go out, make they go somewhere else, try to look some other coaches. Because as I mentioned, no professional coach going to sit around and let these men who don't know nothing about football try to push in and infiltrate them. No professional coach right around the world not going to take that. Worse if they're coming from overseas. So no coach now just him want to sit down with this kind of thing and take them kind of something. But nobody now will sit down and take that. I don't think that they will qualify directly because Portugal is still ahead and well the last game with easy team. Oh, well, them have to try, you know? Is it? But them doing good, apparently. They're doing good. Ireland doing good. But I tell the people, coming up Tuesday, we always see what's taking place. Because if they don't win, I don't think Jamaica are going to make it out in that second route of get to the knockout phases at that part. So tough task for Jamaica at it. Very much a tough task. We just have to just hope that all things work out good and it all, you know, but people, I tell you, sometimes I tell you, if we have the power, you know, I don't know if we have the power as a YouTuber still, but it's just a minimal amount of power we really have at stake to really kind of shuffle up the JFF. But you see, if some of our YouTubers did kind of come together on the one same path, then you'd see a different JFF. But we don't have that. A lot of people buy out and people picking side. They cannot come and talk about JFF. If they're trying to come and burn out certain things, they can't do that. They don't depend that with none of them. So they bye with that. They get lucky until they should try to get a good coach for the World Cup. This coach only try to get big players and hope they perform instead of try to get the players to play as a team. Exactly. He's not doing that. He's definitely not doing that. So I think if he get through, they're going to continue with him same way. Because there's nobody going to come in and try to work with JFF thing the facility and what they implemented. Nobody won't, no professional coach won't do that. But I hope that they make it still because give them what they want. They want the money for qualify. Give them what they want because it now go better. That they want the money to qualify. That's all they're hunting down. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about nothing else. So give them what they want and see what will happen. That's it. But which coach going to take up Jamaica down with these people in power? No good coach now come here. No good coach now come to Jamaica and try and coach because same problem they're going to be in. And they know what is taking place with the JFF. A lot of coaches know the ins and outs and they heard about things. Maybe it's just that some coach not going to come live and say certain things, but they're not going to come and say things. You know? But we need the JFF still to lift up. They need to lift up, dog. They need to lift up, bro, because Jamaica are going to struggle the next 5 years from now. Jamaica will struggle at this World Cup qualifier stages again. So I tell the people, you know, look good still. YouTube quiet people quack down. Now come and hype up and a chat about Jamaica this and whatever. So I need to lift up, man. And I understand football and I understand what's taking place right now with the national team. You want to be positive, but you cannot be positive because of the situation we're in. It's just hard. You try to fight it, but you can't fight the feeling. That is me. Because I definitely try to be positive with everything that I try to come and talk about Jamaica. But it just, in our mind, we just can't do it. I have to come and talk the damning fact. What is hurting and killing this football. And Fair play is best in his football career, as this coach talking about yellow card when he still have Dexter, Latti, Holgate that can play right back. This was a makeshift formation. Yeah, come me hear me talk about it with Trinidad Tycoon. Me and the man mention we leave out this player because of strategical plan, because of yellow card, and we have to put in Holgate, which Holgate didn't have a bad game. Still, I feel he did very good in that right back position. And Ian Frey, I think he should have started Anderson in that position, you know. But I don't know. He should have go with Damian Lowe in the back still instead of King starting King. But you don't know. King at the prize bowl, you know, as we Jamaican I say. Appearances, I say I'm prize bowl that whatever, you know. So King at the prize bowl for the national team because of certain thing. You see me? So no matter if King now play regular football and time in thing and get called, I hit that. That's it. But people, I'll leave it just say no. Thing, you see me? So big up everybody in the building and thing. Because you realize the whole YouTube quiet now because they realize Jamaica in a problem. Jamaica in a deep shit right now. You see me? So nobody can come and do show and talk about that. And they realize Jamaica on the downfall. And we all saw that. I don't surprise. I don't surprise of the position of Jamaica in right now, people, because I saw it coming from afar. But when I mention certain thing on a live and thing or any video, people come and burn you out because we ain't there. And I listen to them. Never look at them. But that's true. You see me, people? So people, big up on yourself, you know, and thanks for joining the live stream and respect. I respect everybody with the like button. If you haven't done so as yet, please do so and subscribe if you're new. You know, so big up and y'all have a good day. I'm out.